Hello, hello. I thought I'd give a little demonstration of my do-it-yourself cellular controlled hog trap. So I kind of got this idea looking online at some pre-built ones and how outrageous the prices were. So I figured, well, if I can just figure out what I want to do, I can probably do it. And I looked online for the parts I needed, and wasn't much to it. Start out, we've got the pin itself, which is just this cattle panel. And we got a gate there. You can see I've got it baited. Corn and lots of scraps. The gate itself is just an old metal frame with rebar welded to it, and it runs in a track. You kind of see the track that it runs. It's a heavy gate, so it's got a crank on it right there. You can roll it up on that strap. I'll start with the camera. Online, there's a company that sells these kits that you can buy pre-configured. And I think just for the camera, they wanted $800, something crazy like that. Here's the camera. It's a HC801 LTE, I believe is the model number. It's a cellular camera. So you put a SIM card in it, and it has motion detection. You can see the bottom of it there. It's three-way motion detection. Then there's the lens, and it's got the low glow LEDs. And they're actually pretty bright when it takes a photo. And I've got a 4G SIM card in there. I went with track phone. They seem to have the best prices. Out here we only get AT&T as far as signal goes, so track phone had a plan for like 20 bucks, I think, and it's more than enough for what I needed. I've got it mounted on a pole. It's on a schedule, so by 8 o'clock that camera kicks on. It's battery powered, and starts taking pictures of anything that moves and sends them to my cell phone. So that camera right there was 120 bucks. Bought from China. Took about 9 days to get here. It works pretty good. So that camera will send me photos of whatever's moving in the trap to my cell phone. It only takes about a minute. And once I can see what's in the trap, I can decide whether to set the trap. So here we got the brains of the trap, I guess. I'll take this cover off. This is just kind of a prototype, plastic cover for now. So I've got a little tractor battery here. This is about 40 bucks. And I found they had the Cellular Relay, and it's actually a gate opener. So you call it, it sends a signal to your garage door, your gate, or whatever, and it opens it up. It's got an antenna on it. It takes a SIM card too. I went with track phone for that as well. I've got it drilled here, and then there's the antenna. You can see that. And I've got a signal. That red light means I got a signal. This relay right here was about 30 bucks. The only issue is it's only a 3 amp relay, so the actuator I'm using to set the gate is about 10 amps. So I needed another relay just to keep from burning this out. And this is just the automotive relay, real simple. It's about a 30 amp relay. So the cellular relay trips the automotive relay there. And here I've got a switch wired up, which when I do a final build, it'll be on the outside, probably in a metal container. And what this switch does is reverses polarity. So the only way the actuator can go in and out that I'm using is to switch positive with negative to go one way and negative with positive to go the other way. And so instead of rewiring it every time, I've got a switch that does that. The switch is called the double pole, double throw switch. You can see on the bottom it's got two switches put together actually. So one's wired negative positive and the other's wired positive negative. So it's all wired to this battery right here. And then we come up here, and this is the actuator. It's called a linear actuator. I believe it came off a tanning bed. I bought it for like $5 from this guy. And this is what is powered by the battery, and the relay sends a signal to this actuator. And the actuator is just on a cheap trip to the crank right here. So what happens is I call and send the signal, and this actuator comes out about 2 inches and lets go of the crank. So whenever I get a picture from the camera, I can see if it's a hog or not. If it is a hog, I'll call the relay and I will set the trap. So let's see it in action. Hang on. Okay, had to get another cell phone here to call it since I'm recording with this one. So I'll step back here and you can see it work. All I do is call the relay in that box, and what it does, it doesn't even accept the call, so it doesn't even use any minutes. It disconnects and sends a signal to the actuator, which sets the trap. So I'll call it now. Well, here you go. You can see it came out about 2 inches, release the crank, and set the trap. That's really all there is to it. Really easy to build, and you can see the electronics box itself is simple. Not much to it. The battery was $40. This relay was $30. I already had the automotive relay, the switch I had, but both of those are only a few dollars. And then the camera over there was $120. So 30 and 40 is 70, 120 is 190. So under $200, you know, besides the trap itself, you can build yourself a cellular, remote controlled hog trap. Online, like I said, that camera by itself was $800 for the hog trap supply website, which will go unnamed. And then the gate, which came with the actuator attached, was at $1,600. So that'd be $2,400. And I didn't even count the corral of the trap itself. So there's my remote controlled cellular hog trap. Thanks for watching.